Oh, what's going on, Philadelphia Eagles fans? It's your boy Philly Day One, and we're gonna talk offense today. The whole video is offense. We're gonna talk about the offense in our liking, in Philadelphia's eyes, and we're gonna talk about what everybody else thinks that we should be doing. But in our eyes, we're underperforming. I don't think this is something that is up for debate. None of that. We are most definitely underperforming. We haven't lost any games because of it, but this offense is struggling. And I've said many times before that we have too good of a team, too talented of an offense to be struggling. So we're gonna look at we're gonna look at a couple of plays here where some of our problems might be. Hopefully, with a little adjustment, we can make these problems go away. But the first thing we're going to talk about is Grant Calcaterra. I really like Grant Calcaterra as a tight end, as a receiver tight end. Not so much blocking. It almost don't look like he's trying. And it rubs me the wrong way every time that I see him block. We're going to look at a couple of plays that guys have picked up to Grant Calcaterra as far as his blocking is concerned. And I'm going to give y'all my thoughts, man, which y'all already kind of know. But we're going to get into that. Also, Dan Orlovsky pulled up. And most people be like, I pulled up 3-4 plays. No, Dan Orlovsky pulled up 10 plays in which he said the offense was predictable in. And it can't be good, guys. If he got 10 plays, that means we burnt 10 plays with a predictable play call. We're gonna look at that. We're gonna look at that. And then Kevin Patullo had media day today, and when she said something that kind of got me thinking, maybe he's just trying to see what he can do here. You know what I'm saying? He's still having a filling out process going on. He's just trying to see what's best for the team as far as which plays are going. Like, he's not calling the best plays, and he might be calling the worst plays on purpose, which is kind of weird because we're still competing. Right now, we're competing. You still have to have plays to help us compete, and we're barely doing that. Like, we scored 24 against the Cowgirls, and then go against maybe a less talented Chiefs team, and we barely got 20. It looked bad. So let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna run these plays right here. I'm gonna run them back to back, and then we're gonna talk about them as they come in. You know what I'm saying? So, let's run the plays. And that run play, he's been at the forefront of run plays, and I've seen him get pushed back. Those plays, he's not able to seal anything off. He's just doing it almost like he just not expired to block. Like, it don't even look like he's trying. Most times it don't look like he's trying. So what do we do in that situation? And even when we have him do something like when we play action, you don't even have to guard that guy that long. You don't even have to block him that long for that play action to work. And you still can't get that right. Like, you let this guy run straight through you. We might as well do something to try to get him flowing one direction to throw that ball a little quicker, because you're not there anyway. It's like playing 10 on 11. I like Grant Calcaterra as a receiver, but as a blocker, he is maybe the worst tight end blocker we've ever had. Like, I didn't pull no stats from this or nothing. I feel like he is the worst tight end run blocker, pass blocker, whatever blocking that we have ever had. And just move him or something. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to do something else, bro. Like, we be so up in ends when Dallas Goedert ain't playing. Yeah, he out again. He the best blocking tight end we got. And then next to that is Kyler Granson. And both of them block way better than Grant Calcaterra on steroids. We've got to do something with that, man. He's getting plays blown up. People are blowing him up to get plays stopped. We ain't able to run nothing with him on the floor, on the field. Let's move on, man. Dan Orlovsky got 10 plays of A.J. Brown running the exact same route. I'm not kidding you, bro. Now, it ain't the exact same route. It's the same route, but it's kind of the same. It's doing nothing else. 10 plays in which we burned for A.J. running these routes. I'm finna show them to you. Run the tape.
There's a reality where the defense just knew what he was running. Bottom of the screen. He's going to go up 5 yards and run an in-breaker. You're going to motion him 2 or 3 yards outside the numbers. He goes run up 5 yards and basically sit at an in-breaker. He's 4 yards outside the numbers. He's going to go to 5 yards and run an in-breaker. He's going to line up 3 or 4 yards outside the numbers, and he's going to run a 5-yard in-breaker. I mean, these are just way too consistent. Now, they get away with it at times because he is so dominant. But if I'm watching this and you're a defensive coordinator and you're saying when A.J. Brown is 5 yards or 4 yards outside of the numbers, A.J. Brown is going to push up to 5 yards and run a slant or a short in. And so through 2 games, there's just this minimization of the routes that A.J. is running, and there is a predictability. You watched it on the Chiefs. They kind of knew exactly where A.J. was going to go in relation to where he was starting in the game, or at least.
Yeah, the end route, the little slant. Like, people are sitting on it now. They're just sitting on a slant. 10 plays. 10 plays, that's a lot of plays, man. That's a lot of plays. 3 possessions, 3.5 possessions in which we're running our best receiver on a little in-breaking route. The fact that he able to even get open on those in-breaking routes is amazing, because after you done it 3 times, you know, I can imagine everybody like, oh, watch the in-breaking. Watch the in-breaking. Now, I know you... Oh, man, I just don't know what to say about that, man. The concepts have got to get better. If you looked at my last video, I put up some of the concepts that we ran against the Kansas City Chiefs. They're not at all creative. They're not creative at all. You got people running these routes like they run against one-on-one man coverage or something. And if we don't get man coverage, we just sitting out there covered. We got to get... Kevin Petula got to tell me something good. Let's move on to the last topic, man. Let's move on to the last topic. And I'm going to play the video first. Let's play the video first.
The preseason is treated now by most teams. Does it take the September games for the offense to really get into sync?
Probably does a little bit for everybody. I think if you look around the league, everybody's kind of doing that right now, feeling it out. So I do think it just takes some time to kind of get that going offensively. I mean, if you look at everybody, even the Chiefs, kind of, you can feel it a little bit from some teams, yes.
That is very hopeful. I get hope from hearing him say that. Merrill Reese asked that man, like, is this like You know, these first couple of games is just kind of seeing what you run best, you know, stuff like that to kind of see how teams want to play you, you know, and he answered that like, yeah, but still be competitive. Like, in my opinion, still be competitive. We could have lost those games had not been for our defense. We could have lost those games. Man, like I honestly don't feel like that's okay to do. If I'm wrong, let me know. If I'm wrong, let me know. We are 2-0 by strictly raw ability. At least let Jalen Hurts call some stuff at the line, like how he did in Kellen Moore's thing. Like, at least give him the keys to call something else if he sees something else. If he don't see a favorable matchup, let him call something else. I'm please for us. We just got to put up 21 points a game, and we win. 21 points a game. Anybody beat us putting up 21 points a game is defense fault. But we just got to put 21 points a game. We get 3 touchdowns, and you know, it don't look that sexy. You know what I'm saying? But 3 touchdowns, that's it. That's all we got to really put up. At least do that. Scheme up 3 touchdowns. That's all I'm asking. Okay, I didn't mention this, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. Jordan Mailata was on 94 WIP radio station, and he talked tush push. And he was kind of pumped up if you didn't see it. I'm going to run this video so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
What I don't understand is them using it as an excuse to why we won the game.
Right.
I think it's incredibly disrespectful to our defense and our special teams who balled out. You know, my brothers on defense and special teams who balled out that game, who had our backs when we weren't moving the ball or we weren't doing anything. You know, and so when I see those things, and they fly across my timeline here and there, and I do my best to stay off social media, but you know, that kind of irks me a little bit. That pisses me off because we give so much to this game, and to you know, kind of base off a short yardage play that is a football play,
Yeah.
and say that we won the game off that, but not how our defense played, not how our special teams have played, putting us in those positions. You know, I think it's bullcrap.
I totally get where he stand on this, because it's almost like they're putting a 1-yard play as the reason for why we win in games. That's not at all the reason why we win in games. Like he said, that defense is nice. That defense is nice. You know, it ain't last year's defense, but you know what? At this time last year, it is better than last year's defense. So, you know, you got to think about that too. This defense has been holding us in games, making the plays necessary. Yeah, they've been giving up some mediocre plays. It looked bad because we just came off the #1 defense in the league of last year. So that's why I look bad when we giving up touchdowns and stuff like that. That's the only reason. That is the only reason. So I'm going to talk defense in the very next video. For right now, man, like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications on so y'all don't miss no video. And we out. Let's go Birds.